asked Pascal about A2.
Huh?
It's not recommended to interface with
We're back.
machines without consulting command.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Though I suppose such intense curiosity can be admirable in its own way.
You got mail.
Thanks, 2B.
Do we get mail?
Machines are the enemy.
Machines are the enemy. Emotions are prohibited. Machines are the enemy. Don't forget that shit.
And don't take any notice of what they're saying.
Nothing they say have any meaning.
Server manager, server.
It has come to attention that the bunker's main server is approaching maximum capacity. Please organize your folders and delete any old data to free up space. Additionally, there are many members who have saved large music files and entertainment videos which do not appear to be mission critical. All such data must be transferred to local storage at once. Stop storing your fucking iTunes and fucking videos and bullshit on your work.
Operator 210 to 9S. This is your regularly scheduled contact.
Yeah, no problems here.
Copy that. I also need to inform you that the commander offers her personal praise for your recent achievements. As a direct result, we are currently considering boosting production of your model.
Really?
We're gonna make more 9S's.
I couldn't have done it without your support, operator. You're always so cool under fire.
Oh,
Not to mention
God.
beautiful and
Flattery is unnecessary. Operator 210 out.
Can't fault my boy for trying.
210 is just going, oh no, imagine to have more of him.
So, main quest.
2B, your timing is impeccable. Our Android
And 9S
forces
is just
currently
like,
have a
hey, I'm
carrier
standing right
deployed in
here.
the Pacific Ocean.
What am I,
It should
shop
be
liver?
back
Oh yeah,
for
we're right
resupply
here.
before too long. The Resistance is assisting with the mission.
That's
so
a
I'd
weird
like to
expression,
ask
by the
you
way.
to run a little guard duty.
I'm chopped liver.
Seriously? Dead serious.
Well, have I
There's
eaten
a
shop
stockpile
liver?
of missiles
No,
down at the shoreline
I can't say
that
I
needs
have.
to be loaded on the
It's,
carrier. And
unless
with all
you
the
do it
machine
really
activity lately,
right,
we need
it
to
tastes
stay on our
terrible.
toes.
Huh.
Of course. If you're already working on something for your
I've
hub,
just
I
eaten a
don't
bunch
mind if
of
that takes
liver
priority.
pastei.
Liver pastei.
Thanks in advance.
Liver pate.
I guess.
Yeah, it's called liver pate.
Pate.
They are very fancy for some reason.
It sounds fancy. Well, come on.
It's not fancy, really. But then again, they have caviar in a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kalles.
Kalles caviar.
Kalles kaviar.
On
mean-
on egg.
The
Yes.
most
Fish egg on egg.
on knäckebröd.
Go. Main quest. You're going to.
Emil, maybe.
Actually, if you want, you can transport to the sunken ruins or whatever.
Oh shit. I mean,
Or I guess you can run as well. You gotta. Do you want to transport or you wanna? We're going main quest. We're going to the flooded city.
no Emil.
No, Emil.
The most.
I'm starting to think he might only show up there past ending B.
The most I use leverpastej for is feeding. Finish my train of thought.
Dog?
No, not dog. Spiky cat.
What?
Hedgehogs?
Yes,
Hedgehogs?
thank you.
Spiky cats?
I mean,
How do you say they are cats?
don't
Sonic
know.
the Spiky Cats.
Oh my god.
spiky rodent.
Flooded city. Flooded city.
Dead city.
Well, I guess you can imagine a spiky cat because you usually use cat food to give them.
I guess.
Yeah.
But still, spiky cat.
I remember fucking Sonic X when he goes to the human world and the human kid who finds him is like, hey, I read on the internet hedgehogs like cat food, so here I have some cat food. And Sonic is just like, what the fuck? Don't you have any like chili dogs or something?
Why must we read all these books, brother?
New cutscene.
Knowledge expands horizons and enriches existence.
Is this new?
But can't
This
we
is new.
just transfer all this data over instantly?
Into your head, perhaps, but not to your heart.
I guess. Hey, so
Yes?
my name? Eve? This book says it's a woman's name. Shouldn't we be called Cain and Abel or something instead?
Humans wouldn't change names so easily. Besides, you should be proud of the name Eve.
Huh. Well, if that's what you think, then I'm fine with it.
Glad to hear it. Is there something else?
After we're done reading, can we go out and play? I'm sure it'll be tons of fun.
All right, but only after we're finished.
You mean it? Then I'm gonna try extra hard to finish this. Extra hard.
Oh,
You do that.
These characters are.
well, to be fair, they are not that old.
I think they're like... Are
And
they like
it's quite a human instinct to play, really, even as an
Yeah.
adult.
I think in terms of like official timelines and stuff, the ending A/B route is like a couple of months, maybe. Like there's a I don't remember. It might be in the art book or something. A story that follows Emil, where he like tracks the days, and it's like a few days between each encounter with 9S and 2B.
Are you sure it was in the art book and not in one of the several screenplays or audio dramas?
I am not sure it wasn't in any of the several screenplays or audio dramas, or indeed the script that was read out loud by the voice actors at the 5th of 6 concerts.
The bedrock here was bombed out in the last war. Looks like the whole city is starting to sink as a result.
I don't know what... Why?
And
You know
they-
what
and they-
was read aloud at one of the concerts?
What?
The final ending? That's not in the game.
And they say that traditional artists are insane. Well, digital artists, so it's equal of
Hey, Yoko Taro is an auteur.
Auteur.
Yes, an auteur
Another name for an insanity.
Yoko Taro, professional...
It's a name for someone who's either very good at art and crazy, or someone who is very bad at art and crazy.
He is a professional...
Actually,
weird
yeah, that works.
Like,
Because I know some artists that I think they're really bad in their work, but somehow... Oh my fucking god, it's a snake.
Well, in video game land, I think the greatest example of an awful auteur is... what's his fucking name? David Cage. You know who that is?
No.
The name
That
says
what we need to
something.
protect?
Quantic Dream, does that mean anything?
No.
Oh,
Latest work
Let's
was
take 'em out
Detroit
already
Becomes
so I can be
Human.
home in time for
Before that
dinner
it
in
was
the
Beyond
bag.
Two Souls
Androids
and
don't
Oh
Heavy
my
Rain.
god, that one.
Yeah.
I only know...
Have you played Omicron the Nomad Soul?
No, I only know...
That's
No.
that
I
was
think
like
I did try to play it Beyond Two Souls, but I actually got so bored I almost fell asleep.
Beyond Two Souls is actually fucking awful.
It was super awful, hence I sold it afterwards.
And it's like in a chapter structure where it jumps back and forth in time, and it's just like
I think I
it
got
feels
a
like there's no
whiplash,
point
actually.
to it. It's like someone saw Pulp Fiction or Memento and like didn't understand why.
Probably an alien saw it and thought they could
Is Can't Have
reproduce
Human
it.
in Detroit any good?
Detroit is easily the best game he's made, and definitely not because of anything he was responsible for. Detroit Become Human is great because of what's his name? Is it Brian Deckard who plays Connor, and Clancy Brown, aka Mr. Krabs, who plays Hank.
Hank.
So basically, you have 3 playable characters who like you shift perspective between in Detroit. You have you have Nanny Robot, who needs to save child from abusive father and go on the run. You have Slave Bot 9000.
Slave Bot 9000, you gotta have to do some explaining.
Who's an android who's like a personal servant to the guy who plays Bishop in Aliens. Yeah, he's in there.
Oh, I just watched...
And like
think that's the
Bishop
last
is
of the
like the
machines.
only guy who sees androids as people. And then he dies, and his slave robot is like tossed out and wakes up in the scrapyard and needs to go and do revenge upon the humans. Or seek pacifism. You can choose
and I'll need you
2
to provide
routes
backup
basically.
as well. I'm sending flight units and coordinates now. Good luck. Out.
And neither of those characters are very good. But the last one is detective robot who has a
Total
buddy cop
slave driver.
adventure with Detective Hank,
If she didn't order
who is
others
Mr.
around,
Krabs.
what kind of leader would she be?
If you
And
say
that part
so.
is really good because they're two great actors with great chemistry. And from interviews, it seems like every great character interaction was like something that was like improv or something that David Cage didn't even want there. That part of the game is pretty good, except for the ending, which is like, I shouldn't spoil it, but you can easily miss a piece of information that like is the deciding factor of the ending. Okay, spoiler kind of, but you end up in the situation where you have two androids of the same model, one good, one evil, and they get like mixed up, and Detective Hank needs to figure out which one is which, and he asks, what's my son's name? And you, the player, have to answer correctly. Except you can very easily miss, like, his son's name is optional information that you find in his house if you look around. So there's no reason for him to think that you know his son's name. And it's really weird, and it can like fuck up the ending entirely. Otherwise, it's just the whole game is like David Cage went on record saying like, oh no, this is not a allegory for like racism or anything. This is just a game about robots. And then you start playing the game, and like the androids stand at the back of the bus, and and it's like you have the Underground Railroad sending robots to Canada to escape slavery, and when you play as the revolutionary robot, you can literally go out and like put up graffiti saying "I have a dream." So yeah, it's totally not about
To become a gang star.
Kind of.
You can hit, you know.
You can swing your sword, yes.
I can swing my... Well, it isn't a sword, because it comes off the back.
I don't know.
Speaking of
Attention,
Bishop,
this is Carrier Blue
I
Ridge 2.
watched... I
Requesting
have
support
watched
from any
Alien
friendly
3
units in the
recently.
range.
Oh god.
We've come under heavy fire from
I
the enemy.
barely
Our
remember
escort
Alien
ship
3.
is taken damage and is unable to engage.
I have...
It's like a
Currently resisting with all remaining
dumb
support
fever
fighters,
dream.
but we can't hold them off for long.
I remember Alien 4.
Repeat, this
I
is
haven't
Carrier
seen
Blue
Alien 4
Ridge
yet.
2.
I know that Ripley's in it, because she's on the, like, art.
Yeah,
The Disney Plus menu screen. But she dies in 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that shit.
It. Yeah, I'm not
Is it a
even gonna
prequel?
bother.
Is it a prequel before she met
No.
aliens? Because that doesn't make sense. You know why? Because she didn't meet aliens.
Just watch it and be ready
Yeah.
to have your brain cells die.
The only reason I'm watching the Alien franchise is so that I can watch Alien vs Predator.
Wow.
Wow.
Because I watched the Predator movies, and I felt it wouldn't be complete if I didn't see the Alien vs
Picking up a
Predator movies.
large-scale
But I
enemy
wouldn't get those movies
Have
if
you
I
seen
didn't
the
see the
Predator?
Alien.
Have you seen Predator then?
I have seen all the Predator movies now.
Okay, good.
There were 2 good ones.
The Predator is
Nice.
just stupid.
The Predator.
Oh, is that the one where they're
Ass-
hunting for autism?
Yeah.
I'm sure hungry for some juicy ass burger
Burgers.
right now.
It's like, why
Oh,
are you...
it's so bad.
And it's like the kid is showing that he doesn't handle loud sounds, and suddenly he can stand next to a fucking machine gun.
Isn't there like a sequence where like the fire alarm goes off and
Yeah.
like the teacher leaves the autistic
Yeah.
kid having a meltdown in the school?
Yeah,
Yep.
and then the bullies come and want to eat ass burgers.
It's
And I'm still wondering, if he's so sensitive to sounds, why can he just stand next to his dad basically shooting away a
Enemy
gun?
aerial unit destroyed.
Or
mean, that's
a
really-
rifle?
I mean, to be fair,
I'm still picking up a large
audio
enemy presence.
sensitivity
Didn't I
can be
kill
like
one
weirdly
already?
selective for some people, I've heard.
If
It's
it's that
true.
big, we should be
They
able
shot
to see
the
it.
Predator dog in the head, and he became a friendly dog.
Alright, they did do
Yeah,
that.
And
they
also,
lobotomized the dog.
also, there's a fucking sequel bait end credit scene with an Iron Man suit.
Well, that's new.
Predator Killer suit thing.
Oh, there is.
It is
It
so
was
stupid.
horrible.
I think they scrapped that idea because they saw that it was not received well.
I mean, I don't want to see a movie where the predators are the prey. I kind of do, but not in that way.
Angry eyebrows again.
Yeah. By the way, we're totally paying attention to the gameplay. This boss is like... This is like one of the worst parts of this game because it goes on for too long.
Yeah. Prey was good.
Blocking close range attacks with
seen
the
that.
MP
Kind of
blast.
good.
We've gotta find another
It's
way
kind
to
of...
damage it.
I think the Predator may be an idiot
Operator 210 to 9F.
and
Command has
have
decided
brain
to
damage or
stage a direct
something.
satellite laser strike
Because
on
the way they
hostile.
kill the
We need
Predator
you to
is
destroy the enemy
absolutely
EMP generator so we can lock onto the
brain
target.
dead,
EMP
I
generator?
guess.
Sending the
I-
coordinates
I
to your
don't know
map
nothing.
now.
I don't really know much about Predator beyond the
EMP
first movie.
generator target confirmed.
Yeah,
Marking
that's
on
basically
map.
what Predators can do.
Destroy the
Have many
generator
weapons.
Many weapons and stealth camo.
Stealth camo. Like, the only thing is that they seem to get tougher with each movie. Tougher to kill. Because in, like, the first movie, bullets definitely hurt the Predator. It
If it
bled.
bleeds, we can kill it.
Exactly. Also, they just say that line out of nowhere in Prey.
Okay.
Like, they're...
Enemy data obtained from command.
It's a hunter.
Go ahead.
I don't know how we could
The
beat it.
only known
If it
record of
bleeds,
this
we
machine life
can
form
kill it.
is a lone sighting
Had they seen
320
it
years
bleed
ago.
at that point?
Upon
No.
reaching land,
Wow.
the unit unleashed
Wow,
a
that's
devastating
bad.
electromagnetic wave attack.
I don't
All
think so.
resistance fighters in the vicinity were annihilated.
A
So
hunter.
basically,
A hunter must
anything reaches
hunt.
land, we're screwed.
Affirmative.
Yeah, hunter.
A hunter. I'm thinking of Bloodborne, where your character is referred to as the hunter.
Yeah. Sweet hunter.
But like the main...
Yeah.
I don't know what to call him. He's like a guy who manages the safe area. And he's got a heavy accent. He's like,
The
a
dude.
hunter must hunt.
Yes.
Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Why are those thingies waving on there like it's a living creature? It's just a machine. It's not in the water.
I don't know.
No.
Can hack it if you want. Hacking is usually faster, but you've been like dedicated to avoiding hacking when playing Hacker Man.
It says no why.
Since you can't really hack.
Okay then. Hey, speaking of, you know how we talked about pacifism runs and then we talked about David Cage? One of his first games, Omicron the Nomad Soul, is a really awful game that also involves like body hopping, like stealing other people's bodies. And in the process like killing your last host. You have to do that like 4 times.
Isn't that a movie somewhere about in the future how assassins basically body hijack someone and to just get out of it, shoot, basically have to kill themselves?
I don't know. It sounds
have
like
a
something someone would make, I guess.
have a memory of it and I remember it was kind of fucked up at the end. I'm not
mean,
gonna
I'm
say
thi-
it.
Maybe.
I don't know why, but I'm thinking of Wonder Woman 1984.
over its whole body?
Sure. Oh yeah, that scene. You know how Omicron the Nomad Souls begins? It begins with the main character talking directly to the playing and saying, "I don't have much time to explain."
I'm the commanding officer.
That's like the most hack shit ever. I love
We'll
it.
take it from here.
Goodness gracious.
No, that game is very, very bad.
Speaking of stuff that would be
You and I should meet up at the spot I just
very
marked.
scandalous in one if it happened to a woman instead of a man.
Sure. That's about the. If you don't understand, that's about the Wonder Woman thing.
Yeah, because they were kind of a rape scene.
There's a scene that, if you think about it for more than a minute, you realize it's kind of rape.
Yeah.
And that Wonder Woman kind of raped some random dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because that dude, against his will, had her old boyfriend's mind inserted into him. It's fucked up. It's
This
weird.
thing's
Yeah.
armor is too thick.
I watched
We need more firepower.
Thor,
Let's try for a more direct
Lightning
approach.
and Love. I don't know. I was
Love
trying.
and Thunder, is
Yeah.
that it?
Lay down some fire and
I haven't seen that one. I hear it bad.
It bad.
It do be bad.
It not great.
I hear it's exactly the thing I don't enjoy about MCU Thor, which is that
Too comedy.
too comedy,
Yeah.
too much trying to be funny.
I mean, Benke is a good villain.
Benke?
Benke.
Is it-
Christian Bale. He was Benke
Yes.
in Min Mio.
Oh.
What was his
Oh.
first role? Fucking Benke.
Damn. That is true when you say it, but I didn't remember.
Mio's imaginary friend. Benke.
I know. Thank you.
Batman.
From Benke to Batman.
Oh my.
To Gore the
We gotta
God
bail, 2B.
Butcher.
This is bad.
Oh. The God Butcher. That's a pretty sick title. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he doesn't butcher many gods on screen though.
Whee!
We see
Hey,
him.
Pascal.
Are you alright, Toby?
Thank you, Pask.
Task.
Pass?
Yes, Pask.
That enormous machine is an ancient
I.
weapon.
I
Designed to help annihilate the android, but it
mm,
wound
I-
up going out of control.
I think almost everyone has seen the
Part of
scene now.
machine's network when it happened.
I mean, it's okay.
The moment
I
we
almost feel
land,
like it's okay to
we
spoil
observe
things that are
it
universally
attacking everything in sight.
hated.
No one
Yeah.
can figure out how
Uh,
to stop it.
But I guess spoiler warning for the Thors.
Yeah, there's a scene where Zeus, they go to like God Town to meet Zeus to help them kill,
Thing right where it is, okay?
What?
Please, 2B.
to help them kill Gore, and he's like a celebrity there, and he's holding a seminar, and he.
By the way,
flips
we
away.
are now splitting off from the 2B path.
Yeah.
I'm going
Last
to see if we can use
time,
those missiles back on the shore. But I need you to destroy
we
the
saw
EMP
9S
unit
go
on
off,
that
and he
big
was like, "I have a plan."
Otherwise, they're just going to go off
And
course.
no.
I can't attack. What's happened? Oh,
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. I was pressing the button, but nothing happened.
He probably got stun locked.
Probably.
I hope this is yes. It do seem to be.
2B, I'm going to see if we can use those missiles back on the shore. But I need you to destroy
Do you
the
have
EMP
the dodge
unit
button
on
still?
that thing's back. Otherwise, they're
do.
just going to go off course.
Did you try and dodge?
I
before?
did.
Huh.
Uh,
Oh, well.
Anyway, in Thor Love and Thunder, Zeus basically strips Thor down to his bare naked body in front of a bunch of people,
I see.
and they treat it as a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, I see what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Also, the ending feels like a Spy Kids movie. Like,
Oh,
actually.
God.
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time.
No, don't.
The ending a lot of the movie actually feels like a Spy Kids movie.
You're starting to make it sound good, though.
No, for me it sounds like there's not enough alcohol in the world.
I mean, at least Multiverse of Madness looked cool.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
because Sam Raimi actually is a pretty good director.
Yeah. But also a lot of shit. I don't know.
Multiverse of Madness is an okay movie.
No, it's not.
Well-
It's fucking not.
If you look at it story-wise, no. Plot, character-wise,
No.
no. Strange is a bit of a character arc, I guess.
But his character arc doesn't make sense considering his previous character arcs.
Yeah. But the directing and everything,
It looks okay sometimes.
yes, it looks actually pretty cool sometimes. Like the chase scene with Wanda.
But also a lot of the cool looking things is like the spells that are like I feel with movie Strange is like magic does whatever they want to at the time, and you have to stop and ask yourself, couldn't he have used these spells in other situations that he's doing now?
How did these missiles being kept
whatever.
in such a good condition for this long?
No, I think these are new, relatively new.
Okay, so the
Also-
robots just decided to just put it there.
I think the androids did, but like the resistance androids.
Oh, right.
Also, apparently they changed the name.
Control the giant missile. Bayonetta, Jean chapter. Except you can't do the dumb spin thing.
Thank you.
Apparently,
And
Came from
Robot
love.
Godzilla is just standing there going, huh?
Oh yeah.
apparently Shumagorath is actually called Gargantos,
Yeah, and it's not actually Shumagorath,
but it is actually Shumagorath.
but it looks like Shumagorath. Why would you make it look like that?
Signal
But it-
lost.
Shumagorath exists,
Shumagorath is cool.
but it won't look like that.
Fine.
I think. Shumagorath
Anyways,
is
we're
cool.
about to get into the part where sort of Route B justifies its existence.
I also do know that Gargantos' eye is a scan of Elizabeth Olsen's eye, aka the
Huh.
actor for Scarlet Witch.
Ooh, look
That's
at
actually
that.
kind of interesting. So, the backstory for Godzilla.
Enormous strength. But sadly, he was also a little bit broken. He spent his long days hurting those around him. He tried his best to be good and kind. But despite his efforts, things never seemed to turn out. They told him he was unwanted. They abandoned him in the deep, dark ocean.
Look at that.
And from the cold at the bottom of the sea,
Feel bad.
he cried
Feel
out,
bad for shoving a missile down this poor child's throat.
Mother, Mother.
So that big thingy was basically a child
Yes.
Never reached his mother.
Who couldn't control his own power.
who wanted its mother. Who made that
By
one?
the way, have you
The
guys...
aliens.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is Tactical Support Unit Pod 042, assigned to 2B.
This is Tactical Support Unit Pod 153.
Have we seen any scene like this
assigned to
before?
9F.
I think so.
We
Good.
pods often participate in the same battles. Exchanging our situational data would theoretically allow us to plan combat strategies in a more efficient manner. Proposal. Data should be transferred regularly between Pod 042 and Pod 153.
Analysis. This idea is sound. Proposal accepted. Records will be organized in time for the next situational exchange.
They
Yeah.
have quite expressive hands.
Okay. We're getting into... Is this
Is
hacking
this-
space? We're getting into important
How
stuff.
did I?
I'm gonna need you to be careful about mashing buttons for dialogue, because there's one part where I'm definitely gonna want us to stop and talk about it. It should be fairly obvious, but do continue.
Have you guys seen Alphabet Lore?
I find myself in a bizarre memory storage area, stretching as far as I can see. It's a maze, a labyrinth, a massive interconnected network. I've never seen anything like it. Continue. Must have been created by the machines. Unless I say stop, just continue. So then, what am I doing here? I am 9S. That's all I can remember. Large portions of my memory may have been destroyed. What if I forget everything? My memories, myself, my... Okay, calm down. Calm down, calm down, calm down.
Oh no, are they gonna do the thing?
Where they say the same thing over and over?
Yeah.
I don't think so, not
Okay.
to that extent at least. Just follow the emergency manual and execute the memory recovery program. The recovery program begins to fill in the blanks in my memory. They drift back like missing letters filling out a word. The bunker, 2B's plan, a a colossal machine life form. The last resort missile strike. Preservation mode was activated at the moment of the blast. It halted most of the safeties the network had in place. Fuck, I can barely read that.
Hooked me up a machine network. No.
Yeah, so you're hooked into the machine network. It took a while. The recovery program managed to restore most of my memory functions. However, I still can't establish a link to my body. If you remember, Nines is currently in the process of being crucified.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
By a scary man.
You don't look like you remember, Viggo. Do you remember when we go and fight Adam as 2B? And he reveals...
And I went bad touch, bad touch, bad touch.
Yeah, very bad.
Very
Much
bad.
touch. Well, I guess there's nothing else to do but examine the surrounding memory space. Looks like the machines gathered and stored a lot of info in here. It all seems pretty random at first, but on closer inspection, I learn how it's all connected. There are a variety of entries, such as data on human history and philosophy. What was really strange are the records of machines stored next to those. Continue. In the politics category are records of the machine's own governmental endeavors. They tried all sorts of things. Absolute monarchies, republics, democracies. And that wasn't all. They also engaged in other scholarly pursuits, such as philosophy, mathematics, science, and social criticism. It's like the network was copying every possible human behavior and discipline. Almost as if... So yeah, machines are like going through all data they can find on humans and like, let's give this a try. Let's give that a try.
Like they're trying to
imitate, yeah.
Yeah, imitate humans.
Indeed. I dive deeper into the records.
This kind of reminds me of the time we had to watch me go through and reset the settings as 2B.
Oh.
Oh god. He didn't like your past self.
I can find no indication of the machines creating new cultures or values. They only imitate human behavior. The strange thing is, if a unit fails, it fails in exactly the same way the next time. For example, if a machine forms a dictatorship that eventually collapses, it won't try a new type of government. It just forms a new dictatorship.
So it seems they never learn.
Or if it plants crops and they die, it just tries the same thing again. And there's actually a short story about that, a machine trying to grow a plant. And again. And again. And again. They keep performing the same behaviors. They don't ever learn. So yeah, exactly.
It's like a definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again.
Expecting different results, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, by that definition, I'm insane, because late at night, open the fridge. There's nothing to eat. Go up. 20 minutes later, go down. There's nothing to eat.
I guess.
20 minutes later, nothing, still.
Fuck, my fridge isn't spawning edibles.
But yeah, it sounds like they not learn it, they just...
No.
Maybe not able to learn?
They might be unable to learn. We'll see. Please continue. When it comes to combat, the machines show overwhelming adaptive behavior and evolutionary speed. So why do they insist on imitating humanity? And more specifically, why do they imitate their failures?
Good question.
It's almost as if the objective is failure itself. I sense a change in the data, some kind of movement. I hone my perception and hold my breath.
I didn't know you had a breath in there.
Yeah. I hear something. A distant voice. I know all androids.
Oh.
There's something there. Something clearly intelligent. So yeah, surprise, in this machine network space, what the heck was that? You're not alone. Are they talking?
Yeah.
I'm reading my trigger finger.
I hope you notice as well that the music is just completely gone.
I have light suspicions.
I announce to all androids. The words shimmer into focus. The voice grows clear in my mind. Did you get jump scared by text and a boom?
No, I was just...
it was just... You jumped.
Yeah, probably. I mean...
Okay, come on.
It was... noises scare me more than
it is Adam.
Actual visuals.
It is Adam, a machine made in the image of a man. We machine life forms have evolved, he says. We made war, learned, grew. And thus we gained a new consciousness. Indeed, it is as if a new form of existence has been born. Lies, nothing but lies from mere machines. Adam laughs. And yet you androids claim to be alive. How very odd. You are puppets who lack even your own free will. No, you're wrong. Chigao! His words flow through me as though they were poured into my ear. How am I wrong, boy? Where? Perhaps you have a will after all, he chuckles. Perhaps you have desires. Emotions are prohibited though.
Yeah.
Now you see, boy, the true meaning of life is hatred.
Okay.
You remember how he was going on before?
Yeah.
Sound argument.
You're wrong. Chigao.
Well, not sound, because it's text, but...
Fuck.
Go on. A vile hatred slumbers in the depths of your heart. Oh, we're getting into that Kingdom Hearts writing. Let's go. You're wrong! Kingdom Hearts is light! Go on.
No.
9X will never defeat me.
The more you try to hide it, the more that darkness grows.
I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts except
no,
X.
Wrong!
Sound argument except lol ratio.
Move on.
Wrong!
Damn it. We were made to protect mankind. We're not the same as you machines. Come on. All who live are slaves to desire. Such internal appetites are what give our lives meaning. Some seek beauty, others serenity. For me, hatred is the... I'm not like that!
I ain't like that.
Ha ha ha! Oh, yes you are. You do not trust anything. You want to destroy everything. You have lost hope in everything. You want to obtain everything.
Now that's contradicting everything.
You want to be loved by all. You're thinking about how much you want to beep to be, aren't you? Pause. Pause.
Okay.
Okay.
I admit I did not see that coming.
Okay, yes. Yes. That's the obvious first place everyone goes. But the interesting thing about this is that there's so many words that could fit.
It's so
okay, obviously, fuck.
And kiss.
Or kill.
Or kill.
Kiss.
Kiss. I personally like love.
Yeah.
How much you want to love to be.
Yeah.
But there's also no... Like, there's four asterisks, but it doesn't have to be a four-letter word. We don't know that.
We don't know anything.
But there's a lot left to the imagination
who
here.
thought fuck straight away.
And that is obviously intentional. Like,
Yeah.
of course, that's the first thing you're gonna think of.
Mm-hmm.
But I fucking love the cutaway of the music is dead silence. And they drop this shit.
And straight to my little mind went, fuck?
Yeah.
That says a lot.
It kind of feels like Yoko Taro's gotta come out and scream, "Yes, I'm talking about you, you horny bastard!"
I have told you, right, that someone wrote on Twitter to Yoko Taro and was like, "Hey, you know, people are making porn of your characters, right?" And he was like, "Send me the zip file."
Yeah. That's the best way to do it, really.
Yeah.
We all, well, not all of us are not.
Yes, you may go
Horny
ahead now.
bastard.
I think we have talked about it. Reality stained by lies. Stop. Stop it.
I don't wanna beep to be.
I don't want to beep to be. Hatred pouring into you. You're wrong, damn it. Overflowing desire.
He has a point with desire.
I'm not like you.
When you think about it, if you're human.
Your true self.
Or he can just be fucking with you. Him.
Could be.
But with with desire.
We're not the same. Stop it. Stop it. It's not my fault. Damn it. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah.
Fucking the jump scare I had.
He has a point.
Help
while I
me.
can say also he can be fucking with us.
Could be.
That reminded me of the Arkham Asylum jump scare that made me think my computer was fucked.
Oh, it does one of those things.
Yeah.
I see.
But it just crashes your computer and restarts the game.
Yeah. It cuts to black and then it says Hideo in the corner. Please go on. And as we forget that.
Each of the machines treated their treasures with great care. One treasured family above all else.
Why do some have noses?
Another treasured its older sibling.
It bothers me.
Another treasured its own beauty. But one more machine treasured
Something about that art is delightfully off-putting.
Yeah.
Hate.
And as you remember...
Oh, go upwards. No touchy, not touchy.
Is this death?
So for Adam, who's all about like hatred and death, this is quite literally the most intimate thing that could happen. So dark. So cold.
Nines!
Was his neck always that twisted?
I don't know.
9S.
Luckily, I don't think they take the player control and like record that.
Come on.
Because you weren't running in
Let's go
circles before picking him up there.
Yeah. Well, desires and whatnot, yeah, it's a very human thing. We to not have desires to fulfill. We will just be lying down and dying.
Yeah.
Self-hack.
So, I think stop. I think we're gonna need to cut it. It's either a long episode or 2 short episodes that we just recorded. I'll have to think about that in editing. But next time we're going to self-hack.
Whee!